Grand Transportation, ticker symbol BUSXF, is a company that has been blowing up recently, with it popping up in my comment sections multiple times, with me seeing it in my Patreon and other YouTubers channels and articles and news about them. I just figured that I had to do my research, I had to do my DD, because this company must have some future prospects and it must have some huge potential with all of this hype. Well, I must say that this company is appealing, it is intriguing, as it does have a lot of potential, and I'm very excited to bring that all to you guys today. Now, if you do want access to our Discord community of over 80 plus members, we talk everything stocks. I update them on my trades and trade portfolio. I also update them on information about my YouTube videos early before I release them, and some packages also do include all of the research and DD that I do about these companies before I even make this video. So if you are interested in something like that, definitely consider heading to the link down in the description below. Check out my Patreon, as I do believe it could be a fantastic opportunity for anyone involved. But with that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump straight into the video. My name is Tyler Hill, and in today's video I will be going over a full stock analysis and company overview of Grande Transportation Group, ticker symbol BUSXF. So what does this company specialize in? What do they focus on? And what is their overall product? Well, Grande Transportation is a Canadian company that designs and engineers mid-size multi-purpose transit vehicles for public and commercial enterprises. Grande utilizes world-class manufacturing partners to produce the best in-class heavy-duty vicinity bus. So they do have a few different products. If we do go ahead and we check these out here, they have the 26 and 28 feet long medium-duty buses. They have the 30-foot diesel, the 35-foot diesel, which is absolutely huge, a 30-foot CNG, and a 35-foot CNG. So these are, you know, your typical bus. They do have some perks along with them that we may go over in a little bit later, but overall they are just focusing on selling these buses to, you know, Canada, to the US, and allowing them to be a part of the public transportation system. Now, they do have a new product coming out very, very soon that is going to be the Vicinity Lightning bus, which is going to be their very first electric vehicle bus. Now, this is the one that a lot of people are looking forward to and think can make absolute waves for this company. Now, there are a few different benefits that are associated with this Vicinity Lightning bus, some being that there's air ride suspension for improved passenger and driver comfort, ergonomically designed high visibility driver workstation compared to a cutaway style bus. That's going to be important for the drivers. There's a purpose-built low floor OEM bus. The passenger and driver experience is similar to that of larger and more expensive 40-foot buses. There's up to 25 seats and 4 mobility aid positions that are flexible configurations. High weight passenger capacity for a small bus, up to 37 passengers. There's a longer service life compared to cutaway style buses. There's simplified maintenance, the best in-class warranty coverage, and established service and parts support network throughout North America. So as we can see, that this product in comparison to others like it is actually very nice, and it does have some good benefits. I really do like the air ride suspension and just certain things like that, because if you have been on a bus like these, you know them things can get rocky fast. And whenever we're in situations where you're in a packed bus and it's like jumping all over the place and you're bouncing and hitting people, it's annoying. It's honestly really annoying and really aggravating. So if this company can produce a product that is going to smoothen out that ride a little bit while also maintaining capacity and having that longer life, hey, I really do think that that could be very, very good going on into the future. So with that being said, what are they doing and how are they doing numbers wise whenever it comes to the actual delivery of these products? We can see here on Yahoo Finance that the company has started delivery of a large order of over 90 buses. The original target set in the summer of 2020 was to deliver these buses before the year's end. Approximately 75% of these buses are in the process of being delivered, but the vast majority will be delivered in the first quarter of 2021 due to, the virus-related slowdowns at the manufacturing plant and difficulty securing transportation for the buses. The remaining 25% of this order will also be delivered during the fourth quarter of 2021. All other orders expected for delivery before the second half of 2021 are on track. Now, as we did mention, the company is also expecting the first electric bus, the Vicinity Lightning, to be completed and ready to promote to customers in early 2021. Our first delivery to customers for EV buses is scheduled for this year as well. Now, we did get a quote from the president saying that this is an exciting time to be a part of Grande West. We have created products built for communities with the impact of customers in the environment, first and foremost. Our company is positioned well for the next stage in growth. We are refocusing our efforts in the US by building a new manufacturing plant and increasing our market exposure where possible. So as we can see, this company has gotten on a very good track of getting all of these different buses out. Of course, there were delays due to the pandemic, but that could somewhat be expected from the majority of businesses. But the fact that they are creating and delivering over 90 different buses for up to $40 million is definitely going to help them financially. As I will go over later, their financials are not the best. So with that being said, with what they are doing presently, Cool, it looks amazing. Going into the future, can they maintain this? Is this a growing industry? Is there potential with the electric vehicle bus to be completely disruptive or capture a lot of market share? Well, let's go ahead, let's take a dive and let's look at some of the expected annual growth rates and let's see what people are thinking that these industries will do over the next couple years. So as we can see here on Markets and Markets, that the global electric bus market size is projected to reach 935,000 units by 2027 from 137,000 units in 2019. That is at a CAGR of 27.2%. Now, increasing focus on promoting electrification of mass transit solutions and government support are propelling the growth of the electric bus market. Now, in North America alone, the battery electric bus market could grow at a 10-year compound annual growth rate of 28.5% until 2030. Now, the report that was mentioned also points to a potential 99% CAGR in total battery electric medium and heavy-duty commercial vehicle sales between 2020 and 2025. So as we can see, this industry has some major growth potential. Of course, EV is the future. I think everyone has come to accept that. And this industry, the busing and the public transit industry is no different. They are going to experience that switchover as well. And it does seem like this company is perfectly positioned to capitalize on that transition. This company currently owns 90% of market share for what they do in Canada. They have over 500 different buses operating day in and day out. And I really do believe that what this company has done and the steps they have taken to set the foundation and build the infrastructure that will allow them to continue forward is going to propel them forward very far, very fast. So with all this being said, with all of this, all these great products that they have with the EV market and their overall, public transit and the busing market industry growing, what is the financials behind this company? What's the issue here? Because everything does seem pretty good. No one's really starting to notice any bad things yet. But one thing that I will say is a little bit rocky is that their financials do need some work. So as we can see here, their financials have been quite rocky over the last few years. In August of 2016 and December of 2016, we did see them starting to have a bit of an issue with revenue, but then going into 2017, there was substantial growth. We saw their company really take off. They started to have some sales and started to do pretty dang on good. Now, in going into 2018, it grew even more. It was really growing at exponential rates, and it was doing a fantastic job. Now, going from 2018 to 2019 is whenever we did see a very substantial drop in this company. We can see that the revenue did decrease almost by over half. Their overall gross profit dipped by almost 30%. It almost dropped down to 30% of what it was the previous year. They were starting to see some very extreme losses very fast. Now, the good thing about this is that if we do go to the quarterly report, we can see that over the course of that year, from September to December, they did have some growth. They started to take off again, but of course the pandemic came around and somewhat halted that growth. Now, what I do like about this company is that, as we have seen, they're starting to, fulfill those 90 bus orders. They're really starting to up, production and have a lot more demand. And so we can see that being reflected in their quarterly reports, as they did make a big jump from only 3,967 up to 8,921. Now, that does mean that they are seeing some pretty substantial growth. As we can see here, it is going upwards. But the thing is, I think as of recently, they have been doing even better than they were in September and even better than they were in June. So my guess is that whenever we do get the next reports to come out, that we will see this total revenue increasing, and we will also start to see some of this gross profit increasing as well. Because they have, of course, been growing out their gross profit, and it's not been bad, being that their gross profit in September of 2019 was negative. They were at negative 41, making that big change, starting to gain momentum and traction and starting to turn this thing up right. We have seen them made some good growth, and so I must say that they are doing a fantastic job of getting themselves out of the hole that they were in. But I do need to see them continue to get these orders, continue to ramp up production, and make all these right moves that they have been recently in order to continue to see the success that they have been seeing. So overall, this company does seem to have a very solid base of fundamentals. It seems like everything that they are doing is in order to be, make the next step in their business. Maybe if they have some issue here, they're fulfilling orders, or they're making some type of action to counter that and then to keep growing as a company. I really do like that about this company, especially the fact that we saw them decrease in revenue so fast in 2019 to figure out the best methods and the best steps to get themselves back to where they were and start to work towards that and start to continue to grow this company. It says a lot about the management team, and it does say a lot about the overall base and foundation of this company, and I must say I do like it. Lastly, let's go ahead, let's check out the stock price, and then after that, definitely stick around because I will be letting you guys know what I will be doing with this stock. So as we can see here, that in the last trading day, they didn't have the best day ever. They fell about 5% and then traded sideways for majoritively of the rest of the day. Now, over the last 5 days, we did see some pretty good growth. This looks like a gain of somewhere around 40-something%. Yeah, about 40% there. So a pretty good growth week there. We did see them up to about 60%, but of course, over the last couple of days, we did see a bit of a dip. Now, over the last month, they are up a substantial amount, still being up over 97%, even after this fall of about 20% there. Over the last 6 months, they have been doing a fantastic job, being up at one point, let's see, at one point being up over 980%, and even after this recent dip, we can see that they are still up 880%. So this company has been making fantastic strides, but one thing I did want to notice about this penny stock itself is that it is a very, very stable penny stock in comparison to some of the other ones we've seen. We've seen some like this, we've seen some like this, and just going all up and down, but this one, it's honestly not been as too bumpy of a ride. It goes up, it tends to trade sideways and have some slight increase or slight decrease, then it has its gain, trades sideways, has its gain. Now I'm curious to see what the next step for this company is going to be here. I think that if it does follow this trend, of course it's somewhat like a step trend here, that we'll see it start to trade a little bit sideways for the next couple weeks, maybe a week or two, and then we'll start to hopefully see another gain based off some good news, some good catalyst, maybe if they finish getting some of these delivery done. So, with that being said, I will not lie, I am very excited about this company. I think they have a lot of growth potential, and I honestly think that they could 4x or 5x over the rest of this year. So I will be starting a position in this company. If you do want exact details and understanding of what trades I'm making, if you want to know exactly how many shares I'm going to purchase, at what cost basis, and everything like that, definitely head to the link in my description. Check out the Patreon, because that is where it is all offered. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I tried to shorten them up a little bit, go over a little bit more of the broad topics and break them down into more little bullet points rather than going too in depth for about 30 to 35 minutes. If you guys do like this new style of video, you can definitely let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new. I post 2 to 3 times every single day, so I'll be seeing you all soon. Peace.